Hello everyone, welcome to Connecting the Dots with Kian podcast. Today we are talking about the first sharing economy and the 2009 Nobel Prize in Economics. The recipient was Elinor Ostrom, the first woman to win the Nobel Prize in Economics. But she wasn't an economist, she was a political scientist. Her groundbreaking work focused on the management of common resources, challenging the traditional ideas of the tragedy of the commons. You know, the tragedy of the commons, right? The concept that says individuals left to their own devices will inevitably overuse and destroy shared resources. But Ostrom's research flipped that idea on its head. Through empirical studies, she showed that people can self-organize and manage shared resources efficiently without the need for top-down regulation or market intervention. Now, think about what was happening in 2009. Platforms like Uber and Airbnb were just starting to emerge, part of the rising sharing economy. Ostrom's work offered a theoretical framework that seemed perfectly suited to this new social shift. It wasn't just that society needed this theory to evolve. Maybe it was the other way around. Maybe Ostrom's work was explaining a social transformation that was already underway. I remember picking up her book, Understanding Knowledge as a Commons, as soon as it was published in Korean. It was the first edition for printing, and it hit me at a time when I was deeply engaged in understanding system-level inefficiencies. That's why I studied economics as a second major alongside my primary focus on electrical engineering. Fast forward to 2011. While the world was grappling with massive changes, I found myself at a rural community in Korea known as Jeju's Abbey. It's a place where the principles of Henry George, the 19th century economist, are put into practice. George was famous for advocating land value taxation and economic justice. Spending my summer vacation there, away from the hustle and bustle of city life, allowed me to experience his ideas firsthand. To be clear, I'm not advocating for communism or Marxism. In fact, my views lean in the opposite direction. But I've always been fascinated by how we manage shared resources and create social equity. Interestingly, since 2017, when real estate became a hot political issue in Korea, Henry George's name has been popping up in political discussions more often than ever in Korea. Let's zoom out for a moment. The first phase of the resource-sharing economy, driven by smartphones, began in the 2010s. With smartphones, we gained unprecedented access to the internet no matter where we were. This expanded accessibility and mobility allowed us to share idle resources, our time, our space, in ways that were previously impossible. But here's the catch. To make peer-to-peer platforms work, trust between dynamic participants is key. And that trust has been built over the years through the personal records we've accumulated since smartphones became mainstream in 2007. Our psychological empathy with these platforms has created a social consensus. I believe we've just passed through the first phase of transforming knowledge into a commons. And now, as we enter the next phase with the rise of AI, the possibilities are even more exciting. Thanks for your listening. Stay with us as we continue to explore these transformative ideas and how they shape our world today. Until next time, Take care.